Hey everyone, my name is Daniel Dotson, and I'm a senior information technology student graduating from ETSU this semester with my Bachelor's of Science degree in IT. For my Software Engineering 2 class, we designed this website that allows students to log in, post questions about anything they have questions about regarding the college. They can view replies, they can answer, they can view their profiles, etc. This is just demonstration. A lot of these features are still limited, but I'm going to show you kind of what we designed and how it looks. So first of all, this is running on AWS web server. It's running inside a Docker container hosted on a Linux VM on AWS. And that learning about that technology to me was probably one of the coolest things this semester. Visual Studio allows you to do it really easily. Check out my channel for more videos on that. But anyway, I'm going to log into this website with some credentials. I'm going to click login, and it's going to take me to the main page, which contains the posts, and it contains a search bar, it contains a filtering function, it contains a profile icon here in the upper right hand corner. Here on the left corner, I can go back to the login page if I press Buck Help. This just takes me to the post page. Here's the question submission page where I can actually post my own question. I also go to a frequently asked question page, which we will talk about shortly how this is rendered. So first I'll just demonstrate the features of the post page really quick. I can search for things, and it searches while I'm typing, so I'm searching nursing. It narrows down my results. If I clear that, it shows back all of my original results. So now I have 4, so that's really cool. I can also use this filter if there was like hundreds of questions and I just want to limit it to arts and science. Just hit submit, 4 results returned. So that's really cool. I can clear that, hit submit again, and now I'm back to the original 26 results that were listed. If I scroll down here, I have about 10 questions on this page. I can hit next, and I get to see the next set of pages. I can hit next again, and I see the last few questions that are created. I can go back, and I'm at the original page. So now let's test submitting a question. So I'm going to select a question, select a category, business and technology. How do I use Zoom? So once I enter this will appear on the post page as like not the most recently, it'll be added to the end of the list, so I'll have to go to the third page. I'll hit submit now, and I can see I have 27 results. I can search for that, and I can see that I have that question about Zoom already created. So that's kind of cool. Once I select, let's go to that Zoom question. Once I find a question that I'm interested in, I can click on that question. I'm taken to a question view page. So here we have the username, duck, we have a timestamp, we have a category, and we have the title and the question. And this num with the 2 arrows is just kind of a preliminary design of what an upvote or downvote functionality could look like. I can reply to the question and just type in anything I would like. So I'm going to post that, and now I have that as a reply. So if I go back and I type in Zoom and I click on this, now I see that reply, and anyone can see my username and this. So that's really cool. And I can enter another reply if I want and have a whole thread here of responses to my original question. The last page that we have here is frequently asked questions. Now this is our microservice, so in order to pull in the frequently asked questions, we set up, or we did nothing. Liam set up a Java program that renders the frequently asked questions as JSON text and allows a client to request for those frequently asked questions and returns them as Java text. And then the client, which is our bug help website here, displays each of those Java objects that displays the question and the answer as it comes in. So it's an entirely different Docker container that's running, and it's bound to port 8080 on our host virtual machine. And so that's really cool. Like I said, Liam built this feature of the website, and this is just the data that's pulled in. So now we're going to take a look at that actual data, just so you can see that it's how it gets pulled into our program. So this is the host IP address that's running on AWS, and this is port 8080, as you can see in the search bar, /FAQs. This is the URL that Bug Help uses to request the frequently asked questions. And once it does that, if the service is running, it responds with those, and then it populates this list with those frequently asked questions. So you could think of a scenario where if you wanted to update the frequently asked questions, or you wanted to select frequently asked questions based on how many times they were viewed, you could have some type of function that would do this and then just pull in the questions every so often, so that you're not having to change them, every second, but you could change them every day or something. So that's a really cool feature that Liam built into this project. Before, it was just plain text HTML that we had, and now it's actually pulled in from a different service, which is really cool. Alright, so the last feature that I'll show you is up here in the corner. We have a profile button. If I click on this, it takes me to, and these are just 5 preliminary user accounts. We don't 100% have user session variables set up and that type of thing, but this is how you could set it up. So here we have duck. I'll just click on that. You can see here the session variable 0 is selected in the URL, and you can see a simulated layout of the profile page with an adorable picture of a cat. Then here you see the user ID or session ID changes again to 1, and again to 2, again to 3, and so forth to 4. And these points could be like if you were upvoted or downvoted. That's what these points kind of are supposed to represent. This is just a sample. This isn't featured fully. Once we start working on this in Sprint 6, we'll get this ironed out, as long as the SSL certifications, we'll finish out the user authentication, that type of thing. So we'll definitely iron out a lot of issues in Sprint 6, but this is where we're at right now. I hope this has been an interesting run through, and I hope you learned something. And thank you. I know I've enjoyed this. I had a great team to work with, great professor. Hopefully this will inspire you to make something on your own. Thank you, and have a good day.